This is Super Yacht News with E. Sisman. In association with Go Earth, navigating boat buyers to better deals.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to go right into this story. Unbelievably, another dive boat has capsized in the Red Sea whilst travelling south from the Suez Canal. Now, the incident occurred just on Thursday, the 6th of February in the afternoon. The boat was a brand new build. This is the reports that we're getting, that this boat had just been completed from being built in Alexandria in the Mediterranean side of Egypt, and it had headed through the Suez Canal and was heading south through the Red Sea to Hurghada. It was about 100 nautical miles north of Hurghada, near the Middle East's largest wind farm at Gabal Al Zayt. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And the vessel capsized. Now, as the dive boat was brand new and was being delivered effectively from the shipyard, there were no guests on board, fortunately. There were, however, 6 crew on board. They sent out a distress call, which was picked up by the Red Sea authorities and relayed to other vessels. Fortunately for the 6 crew members, there were 2 tankers nearby from a petrochemical company, and they responded to that distress call. As you can see in the footage of the yacht lying on its side is being filmed from one of these tankers. They arrived on scene pretty quickly, and they were able to immediately find 4 of the 6 crew and got them aboard their vessel. However, there were 2 crew missing, and the search and rescue went on into the nighttime. Obviously, you can see in the footage here it's all at night, but this incident actually happened in the afternoon. So it wasn't until later on that evening that they found the other 2 crew members. So the good news is no fatalities on this vessel. Now, this incident coincides with the Marine Accident Investigation Branch. They've just released a statement about the dangers of going on these vessels in the Red Sea. And they said that over the last 5 years, there have been 16 accidents that have occurred involving liveaboard dive vessels operating in the Red Sea. 3 liveaboard dive boats have been lost in the last 21 months, resulting in numerous deaths, including some UK nationals. Today, the MAIB has published safety advice aimed at people considering a dive boat holiday in the Red Sea. Some of the safety issues that they found are as follows. The dive boats involved were poorly constructed and often substantially modified/extended, which resulted in some vessels exhibiting inadequate stability. Essential life-saving equipment was defective, out of date, or in some cases missing completely. The rapid spread of fire is indicative of poor structural fire protection, and items of essential safety equipment such as fire detection systems and fire extinguishers were either missing or defective. Emergency escape routes were via lockable doors. They had no emergency lighting, and the escape routes were unmarked. And safety briefings to passengers were of a poor standard or not conducted at all. And crews apparently poorly trained and were unfamiliar with their own vessels. So I don't think there's any more information that can be out there that could dissuade you from going on these vessels until the Egyptian government starts having these vessels built to a reasonable code where their safety equipment is at the forefront of the investment into these yachts, right? Anyway, we'll bring you more information on this when we have it. As far as we know, the vessel is still partially submerged, as you see in the video. We don't know if they're going to try to recover that vessel. Like I said, it is a brand new vessel, but now it's partially underwater. If you are in the area and you have any video footage or any photos of this incident, please be sure to get in touch. All right, we'll move on to our next story now. And this is about the US Justice Department, now under President Trump, is disbanding the task force Kleptocapture, which was created after Russia's invasion of Ukraine to enforce sanctions and target Russians close to the Kremlin. It's being disbanded, the whole department. The new Attorney General, Pam Bondi, sent a memo on her first day in office on the 6th of February saying that the task force will end as part of a shift to focus on combating drug cartels and international gangs. The task force Kleptocapture was created by the Biden administration and was designed to strain the finances of people associated with the Russian President Vladimir Putin. Cases investigated by the task force are likely to continue, but the work will no longer be centralized at the Justice Department headquarters. By the way, we asked the Justice Department if that was the case, if they were going to continue, and we've not had any response. The prosecutors who were working at the task force will return to their previous departments, said the statement or the memo from Pam Bondi. These changes will be in effect for at least 90 days and could be made permanent. The task force brought indictments against aluminium magnate Oleg Deripaska, who is a yacht owner himself with Motor Clio, and they seized, obviously, Motor Amadea. They also seized Motor Tango, which is still in Palma in Spain, which belongs to Victor Vekselberg. Now, this comes as the final arguments have just finished in the Southern District of New York case to do with Amadea. The US government is continuing to defend the claim from lawyers representing Edward Gutenitov that the vessel was wrongly seized. They argued that Gutenitov is a straw owner of the yacht and urged the judge to give no weight to his claim of legal title. And one of the lawyers for the government said the title is what you would not transfer if you were trying to conceal ownership. A lawyer for Gutenitov said that he did have a deal by which Karimov and his family could use Amadea, but it was meant to be temporary. Now, what's interesting to note is that the lawyers representing Gutenitov have now said on the record that Suleiman Karimov and his family were able to use the vessel. They've showed and has been admitted by Gutenitov's lawyers that a payment of 230 million euros from the niece of Suleiman Karimov was sent to Imperial Yachts, the former yacht management company, which was sanctioned by the US government, as well as the CEO, Yevgeny Kochman. They've also shown that the family of Karimov were on board the vessel. They've showed lots of paperwork saying that they wanted to change things on the vessel, like positions of plug sockets and things like that, which is something that you would not normally do on a vessel if you were just chartering it. There's an awful lot of circumstantial evidence there to show what the government's case is, whereas obviously the lawyers for Gutenitov continue to say that he never purchased that vessel. Anyway, we'll find out soon. I would imagine the judge said that he will rule on the case as soon as possible. And if he does not dismiss the case, then it will most likely go to trial. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. It's unusual to be doing this on a Saturday, but there's an awful lot of news right now, so we thought we'd do one anyway. And plus, I'm moving around like an old man right now, so because of my back, having to take lots of breaks and stuff. Just want to say thanks to everybody in the comments who said nice things, wishing me well and stuff like that. It's much appreciated.